Hey guys, it's Angry Voices time. This is Andrew Gosen talking to you April 21st on a Tuesday. Hope you're doing well. I've definitely got a bit of a quarantine beard going on, so you may mistake me for Chris Mitten every once in a while, but that's okay. I take it as a compliment, Chris. I'm wanting to be more and more like you. So I'm going to talk to you guys about Joshua 14, which is where Caleb comes to Joshua. He is 85 years old. The Israelites have just come out of the desert into the promised land, and Caleb is saying, yo bro, I want to go and take that mountain over there because I'm just as strong as I was when I was 40, and I got the passion and zeal to do it. So let's go for it. And Joshua says, yeah, do it. And so I'm reading this story and actually really love this story because it just shows God's faithfulness to a man who is faithful to him. And my own story, I see a calling, as a young age to learn how to preach, to learn how to teach, to learn how to do worship leading. And I want to do those things and I want to keep growing in them, but I'm learning, and it often takes a little bit longer than one would expect to get the callings that you want. But it's when I see stories like Caleb, who sees that calling when he is 40 and only receives the fullness of it when he's 85. And I see what God does in those many, many years of waiting. Because it's so easy for that guy, you have the Israelites are falling away, faithlessness and frustration and doubts. But he maintains it. You could imagine at 50 years, at 60 years old, at 7 years, even 80 years old, he's just like, this is never going to happen, and everybody else is dying away. But he keeps going and he keeps trusting, and actually God rewards him with supernatural strength, I believe, when he's 85 to carry on. And so the point of this is I just believe that right now, even though there's kind of what it feels like a church gone underground, God is working in those times. And actually what I think God did in that time with Caleb and Joshua is develop their character, develop their anointing, developed just the sustainability. Because so often nowadays I see young people wanting to go off into ministry or whatever, but they want to jump out and become like a star so quickly. And actually what they happen to be is a shooting star, and they fizzle out and they can't bear the weight of the pressure, of the anointing, of the whatever else. And I think that God was doing something even with the Israelites, even though it was in punishment. It was actually a developing of their roots, though you couldn't see the fruit or even the tree themselves. It's like a weed almost. When you cut off the branches, you still have root systems down below, and you can't take it away unless you take out the roots. And I think God does that in us. It's like, will you keep on developing your roots even though you don't see leaves? Like, will you press into me right now, even though there's nothing to do necessarily? And I think we in the West, as an application to us, we're so human, we're human doings, right? You hear it, like, we love to be human doings, but actually God is calling us back to being human beings, where it's with him and not for him. We love to do things for God, be servant of God. What can we do for God? Obedience is success. But actually, I think obedience is good, but even more success is relationship with God. And so I think that so often we don't know, we just need to get back and sit and meditate or be with him. And that's where I think he's calling us to right now. So, and there is a character that's being developed right now that will be suddenly, when it is released to grow, to be seen again, it will be with greater depths of roots, greater strength, greater anointing, like we saw with Joshua and Caleb. And there will be a supernatural anointing, I think, that goes along with it, that takes an 85-year-old man that has the same strength as a 40-year-old. So listen to the Anchor, the sermon series that we've got going on. Love it, Chris. Love what you're doing. Guys, I know you see YouTubers do it all the time. Comment below, comment your favorite things, and love this. Love what you guys are doing at Anchor, and I'm excited to be a part of it. I'm excited to be a part of this community. You guys are amazing. So blessings, and talk to you later.